You wouldn't miss that bright yellow wall. The painters next door were working at the same time. And 3 days after we painted it the bright yellow, he came over to me and he shook my hand. He's, mate, congratulations. I said, what's that? He goes, mate, I love your colour, but I tell you, first day you painted it, I hated it. Next day I come, I'm like, maybe. Third day I turned up, he's, yeah, I get what you're doing now. As you probably tell going through the house, we've continued that yellow theme. But it does present different. There's a lot of happening with the roof lines, a lot of happening with different textures and materials and colours. We started designing the home probably 5-6 years ago. We've been living here for 4.5 years now, so it was quite a long process. I think it took us 10 months to design the house and 10 months to build the house. We wanted to orientate all the house to the north as much as possible. Orange is a very cold climate, so it's very important to get that sun into your house. So we wanted to really make sure we took it into as many rooms as we could. So building it as energy efficient as we could was extremely important to us. Yes, it cost you more at the start, but the payback is amazing. The next thing is we had a lot of design ideas, so there's a lot of different things we wanted to put in the house. Probably the marquee thing of this is this raised roof section. I love the idea, but the reason it was back behind the thermal as well, because obviously heat rises. So you've got a hot air pocket up there, we've got automatic opening windows. So during summer, when it gets quite warm inside, we let that heat pocket out, and it just really helps. Plus, it's the main statement piece in the house, and yes, you do get a lot of natural light inside the house as well. So we didn't want to make it feel like a dark, dingy corridor. So we wanted to bring that outside in. So there's a lot of windows and a lot of doors as you go down, just to give it a bit of interest as you're going down the hallway. And we've planted that out quite heavily. Obviously, the landscape is quite intensive there, just to bring that outside in. And then you're going down to our bedroom. We've obviously got our own little parents' retreat in there. You've got your little lounge area in the front there, and it's our own private sanctuary. We've got a raking roof ceiling in through our ensuite main bedroom through there, and that was all glazed on site. It's an amazing thing to be in, because it gets so much natural light in. I want to make it feel as authentic as a home bar as possible. The reason why there's so much separation between that bar and our main bedroom, or our wing of the house, is I've usually got a couple of mates that would like to stay up a little bit later. So we gave a fair bit of separation as far as space between the two rooms. We also insulated all the external walls and external walls of the bedroom with acoustic bats. So it's sound deadening bats, and it works quite well. We've tested it out. I didn't build the undercover alfresco straight away. A couple of winters in, we started to realise that we weren't living outside as much as we wanted to. So the idea was sort of born of that. But we still wanted to open it up, and that's why the automatic blinds are still there. So during summer, they can go up. It's still an open space. We've got some very interesting windows. You only got to look at this entry section through here. When we were looking at building this house, we took the plan to Burner Windows, who now we use for every single job that we do, and they just handled it. We saw Sherry, the detail that she could provide me, blown away, absolutely blown away. The service that we got off them left us feeling very confident with our decision. This is the first time we've used AWS. The thing I like about it is the finished quality product. Everything just works easy for us. It suits out what we want to do. There's nothing that's the house can't handle. We want to have a couple of people over for dinner, it's easy. We want to have 50 people over for a party, it's easy. We want to sit here in our trackies and watch TV, it's easy. So we've got a couple of kids. It works for them because we've set up swing sets. I'd have to still say my bar's probably my favourite thing. There's nothing more I enjoy than Sunday afternoon watching a bit of footy. Boys coming around, pulling a beer out and yelling and screaming at the TV for a while.